Long ago, in a small town called Bethlehem, a baby was born who would change the world forever. His name was Jesus. That he wasn't born in a palace or wrapped in riches. No, Jesus was laid in a manger, a feeding trough for animals, because there was no room for his family in the inn. His parents, Mary and Joseph, were ordinary people, but they had been chosen for something extraordinary. Even as a child, Jesus was special. At 12 years old, he was found discussing deep questions with wise teachers in the temple. Everyone who heard him was amazed by his understanding. But Jesus didn't begin his mission until he was about 30 years old. He was baptized by a man named John the Baptist, and as he came up from the water, a voice from heaven said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." From that moment on, Jesus began teaching people about love, truth, and the kingdom of God. He didn't seek fame or fortune. He walked from village to village, healing the sick, feeding the hungry, comforting the brokenhearted, and showing kindness to outcasts. He spoke in simple stories called parables so that everyone, from fishermen to farmers, could understand. He taught things like, love your enemies, forgive those who hurt you, treat others the way you want to be treated. God cares even for the smallest sparrow, and even more for you. People followed him everywhere, but not everyone was happy about it. Religious leaders felt threatened by his message. They accused him of breaking rules and claimed he was leading people astray. Eventually, they plotted to kill him. Jesus was arrested, though he had done nothing wrong. He was beaten, mocked, and sentenced to die on a cross. His followers were heartbroken. This man they believed was the Messiah, the Son of God, was nailed to a wooden cross and left to die. And then he did die. It seemed like the end. But 3 days later, something miraculous happened. The tomb where Jesus had been buried was found empty. He had risen from the dead. He appeared to his followers, walking, talking, even eating with them. Death had not won. Jesus was alive. He spent time teaching them before ascending to heaven, promising that he would one day return. Jesus of Nazareth lived only about 33 years. He never led an army, never wrote a book, and never ruled a nation. Yet his life changed the course of history. Why? Because he showed us what God's love looks like, with every word, every miracle, and most of all, through his sacrifice. And his story still lives on, in hearts that choose faith, forgiveness, and love.